detachment really from it, so that I'm better able to meet it in a place of greater capacity, of greater discernment, and also a greater mental clarity. For me, mindfulness really allows my mental clarity and my ability to be calm in demand and on demand more accessible. The more I practice, I find the more natural that becomes. And of course, at first when we practice, we may fall asleep when we get, it's because we're calming the system down. And it's been, for maybe a while, kind of in this kind of agitated state. So don't worry about the fact that you may get drowsy or sleepy in mindfulness. It's natural. But over time, that will shift into this this calm awareness that is attention without tension. And I love that saying, attention without tension, because the more attentive we are to life and to our own self, the more capable we are of responding to the real truth of what is in the moment, and being there with that kind of non-attached awareness allows us to even have more flexibility and more bandwidth to meet what is. So we're going to dive right in and have a practice together. And oh my gosh, I see blue sky behind you and trees and sun, and oh, it's just wonderful to really to be in this, in this place of awareness and time, and to be present with it. Because although these times are challenging, with that challenge also brings great opportunity. And I think we're really in this place right now where these practices and this time that we're spending together and cultivating these great places of self-awareness, and also, self attunement, really being able to attune and meet oneself in a place of greater capacity is going to benefit us all in the long run. All right, my friends, let's find a nice dignified position in your sitting spot, and we'll just draw the shoulders up toward the ears, and then press the upper arm bones back and relax the arms down. And let's coordinate breath to movement. And we'll inhale, and then exhale, push them back and relax them down. Good. And this next one, really feel the breath in your body as you inhale, broadening the heart and the chest. As you exhale, pushing the arm bones back. And then let's take a couple of breaths and just shake out the arms. Fantastic. And then we'll tip the left ear toward the left shoulder. If you want, you can let the right arm kind of float out a bit to the side and relax the space between your right ear and your right shoulder. Use your breath, especially that exhale that makes an AH sound. And just release tension in that area. Good. And then gently bringing yourself back to midline. And again, just release and reset by just doing a nice deep shoulder shrug. Tuck the chin, press the upper arm bones back and relax them down. Good. And then we'll switch sides, taking the right ear over to the right shoulder. And if it's there for you, you could augment a little bit with the arm, the left arm just traveling out a bit. And only if it's right. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay. And then back to your midline. And again, this time we'll just do a few shoulder rolls and just bring them back, roll them up close to the ears and relax them down. And take your time and relax. Good. All right. And then bringing your palms together and gently lay them on your lap and relax the arms alongside, elbows kind of close to your ribs, and hands gently placed on your lap. And closing your eyes if that's there for you. and allowing yourself to bring the outer awareness to the inside space that you hold now. So drawing your attention to that space that you occupy behind your eyes. And just for a few moments, just making that discernment that through your awareness that this place that you are now with your eyes closed in your inner landscape is very different than where we just were together. So just to really acknowledge that shift. And as you do so, relax the outer corners of your eyes. Soften the inside flesh muscles of your cheeks. Perhaps a soft grin on the lips, broadening the back of your throat. Good. And with that broadness in the skull, relaxing the brow, relaxing the flesh of the brow and the forehead right up to the skull. And just releasing the cranium, releasing the brain a little bit away from the skull and letting the mind relax. And just giving it the encouragement. There's nothing to do. There's nowhere to go. I'm safe right here and right now. And then tuning into your breath and just augmenting that sense of safety by really allowing these beautiful doorways of perception, our senses, to bring into us the sensory information, because our brain really likes to know where we are and how we are. So just affirming with your breath and the sort of the conscious breathing of the inhale filling you up and the exhale releasing and relaxing you. Just affirming through the weight of your body as you exhale the fact that you're safe and that you have support and that you have what you need right now. So each exhale offers this opportunity to deepen and to connect more deeply to the relax and the pause that we're inviting right now with our kind, loving attention. We feel the weight as we exhale mostly, but as you inhale, just notice the breath and bring the breath all the way down to your belly. Fill the belly. And as you exhale and release the belly, just deepen your sense of contact with the base of the spine and the chair beneath you. And you can continue to see your breath moving with your inner eye as you inhale through the crown of the head, filling down into the heart and the lungs and into the belly. And as you exhale, grounding that breath down through the base as you exhale, even kind of pushing the exhale down into the legs. And conscious of the rhythm of your own breathing and noticing that you don't need to control the breath, rather letting the breath kind of breathe you, feeling like you receive the breath as you inhale and you surrender the breath back on your exhale. And the sensory body giving you information of grounding on your exhales, of relaxing. And then allowing now the auditory senses to feed you a little bit of information about the sounds that you hear. If you're some of the participants who are sitting outside, just tuning in to all of the beautiful sounds of the birds, the traffic, whatever's around you. If you're in a room, what do you notice? What can you hear? And even perhaps you notice some sounds have a feeling. If it's a loud sound, your body, your nervous system reacts. If it's a familiar sound, it often releases. So even our nervous system hears. And as you tune into sound, see if you can really stretch your aperture of awareness so that you can distinguish between sounds far away and sounds close to you. And when you lost in thought or the mind wanders off, just gently bring it back like that grandparent walking the little toddler away from the stove or the road, using your breath to bring you back into the moment and tuning back into sound. And as you tuning into sound, perhaps you may notice smell if you're outside, or if you're in a house where there's cooking or something going on, or you may have a fragrance. And so allowing your sensory perception of smell to be augmented now with your awareness. Smell being one of the most sort of prevalent of our senses in terms of our memory. Sometimes if we don't have a smell that's very close to us, we can remember a smell quite easily. And all of this mind training is really useful to build that neuroplasticity. So perhaps you remember a smell of your coffee or of a scent of lavender or something that you know well. And then relaxing the smell awareness into taste and feeling into this the perception of taste right in your mouth right now. Whatever it is. And notice how the mind might want to judge these various different inputs. And even notice that. So the mind is constantly assessing and reassessing. That's the primitive brain, and that's fine. But what the story might be attached to that is where you want to stop the movement. You want to go, okay, yeah, I remember that smell, but I'm here right now and I'm in mindfulness and I'm in present awareness. And that's not important. Each time we bring our mind back, we're building that muscle, just like we were doing weights at the gym or whatever. We're doing these great little bicep curls in the muscles of our mind, tuning them into the real truth of the reality that we live in, which is this moment right now. And we're training it out of being in that old familiar comfort place of lying on the couch or not doing the bicep curl or whatever. Just really staying here. And then the sense of sight. So the last sensory modality, although our eyes are closed, I invite you to see in that space that you're occupying behind your eyes. And initially, you may just see a flicker of light behind the closed eye beds. Sometimes some of us will get various different images. Maybe it's like a movie screen in a way where we could see our imagination. In yoga training and in the tradition, this is called the chitti kash. And chitta means the movement, and the movement of the mind is very much a real thing. That's the mind's job, is to really figure out all the different senses and what's going on. And that's okay. The mind can do its job as well as the awareness, our awareness, can observe the mind thinking, which is quite amazing. And we can also visualize with this great mind of ours. And so, in this space that you occupy behind your closed eyes, and as you look into that beautiful field of a movie screen behind the closed eyes, perhaps maybe you envision things when you're making plans. And this is that great mechanism of imagination. And then relaxing all of the five senses, the ones that we commonly associate with five senses. And I'd like to encourage you to relax into your sixth sense. So the space that you occupy right now with your body, the presence that you feel of your occupation, of the presence of your beingness, all of the five senses, as well as the mechanism of the beautiful life force breath moving in and out, as well as your awareness observing all of this at once. And that sixth sense, your intuition, your higher mind, just allow yourself to be abiding in that place for a moment. This is your knowingness. When you know something is right, or you have a hunch, or you make a choice about what you're going to do. Feeling comfortable in this very beautiful place where you can actually, for a moment, just appreciate the uniqueness of this time right now. In this moment you've never lived before and you'll never live again. And all of the attributes of this moment. And noticing the movement of breath again without changing anything, just really sitting on the wave of the movement of your breath as if your awareness is moving right with your breath. And inviting a deeper relaxation on your exhales, softening the inside flesh of your shoulders, feeling the support of your spine, feeling that beautiful, calm, spacious face with its relaxed outer corners of the eye, with the soft space between the brows, a throat that's very relaxed, a tongue that's nice and relaxed at the roof of the mouth, a broad upper palate, soft cheek muscles, relaxed jawbone. Calm and steady. And then remembering where you are in the room and the shape of your body without needing to change anything. Keeping the calm steady as your backdrop. As you feel into your hands and gently move your fingers inside your palms. And then keeping the eyes closed, bringing the hands together and just rubbing the palms together. And bringing them up onto the eye beds. And relaxing them down as you gently and slowly come back into the room. Well, if I didn't take you all asleep there, congratulations. And if you'd like to say or add or question or comment, we're open for another few minutes here. And
Thank you very much. That was really great for me.
good, thanks, Monica.
I'm interested in knowing, I know you had mentioned you have some online recordings, but I wasn't able to find them. I think you said YouTube, but I wasn't sure where I was looking.
Okay, so I'm not sure, Barry, my wonderful um, host, whether or not he could put the link in the chat. But if not, we can send that out in an email. And I don't know, Barry, if you can answer this, but if we're posting these up on the SCI&U site or if they're going up on mine, because I have a YouTube channel where there is quite a lot of stuff that you're welcome to go to, Monica, and that's just Mary-Jo Fetterly at YouTube. But we also have a YouTube channel for SCI&U, which is sponsoring and supporting this. And that is SCI&U Study.
Okay.
And
he put it in the chat. He did put it in the chat.
So it's in the chat. And yeah, and so both my channel and the SCI&U channel have lots of resources up there.
Yeah,
So
if you'd like, Monica, I can email you the direct links if that's what you'd like. I can also do that for you.
That would be really helpful. Thank you.
Sure thing. Yeah, that's an easy thing. I can definitely do that.
And you're able to find my email?
I have your email, yes.
Okay. Thank you very much, Barry. I appreciate that.
And Barry, can you qualify where these are getting loaded up to?
Yes, so our videos, the live stream videos are uploaded on our YouTube channel, the SCI&U YouTube channel, as well as on our Facebook page. So you can rewatch old videos on both our YouTube channel and on our Facebook page as well. I'm not able to upload them in Mary-Jo's personal page because, of course, that is her own personal page.
Of course, yeah.
Maybe we can look into that later on when we have our meeting with Susan, our project leader / manager for the study. So we can definitely look into that for future plans. But at the moment, the videos are just stored on our SCI&U study page on YouTube and Facebook.
Which makes it kind of easy because if you have to just go to one place, it's a lot easier. So SCI&U study, Monica, and for anyone else that's interested, they're all up there, and there's a whole bunch more.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. Thanks for joining today. We're like a lovely little aspen grove. We're all connected through our roots of grounding and centered and calmness. And you all have a wonderful day. So
thanks, Mary-Jo. Nice to see all of you.
Nice to see you,
Lydia. Yeah, we'll
Jacqueline.
see you guys in 2 weeks. Take care, everyone. Stay safe out there.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
See you next time.